There are places that breathe, not with air, but with memory. Swamps thick with decay, where the fog never lifts and trees twist like dead fingers trying to warn the living. And in the deepest recesses of these swamps, where compasses spin and screams drown in the mud, a legend dances beneath the reeds, the swamp beast. He hunts no prey. Hunters the first to disappear were the fur trappers, then the soldiers, then the search parties. In this way, the swamp monster embodies justice, not blind, but patient. He teaches us that nature isn't conquered by toughness or power, but respected or feared, because the swamp doesn't forget, and neither does what's beneath it. They hunted for beaver pelts, trapping and torturing the animals, leaving their bodies to rot in the marshlands. The whisper of the wind through the reeds is my song, and the dance of the dragonflies is my ballet. I am the protector of this domain, the guardian of a balance that humans so carelessly upset. This desecration of life angered the spirits of the swamp, and from their rage, I was born. Some say I am the spirit of vengeance, a horrifying specter that preys upon the souls of men, dragging them down into the murky depths to join the chorus of the damned. When the sun dips below the horizon and the fireflies begin their nightly vigil, I stir, my hunger grows, and with it, the shadows lengthen, and the air grows heavy with anticipation. Your every thought, your every action will be weighed. For I am not just a monster, I am a teacher. I am the swamp beast, and this is my domain. Respect it, fear it, but above all, remember, the swamp remembers, and I am its wrath made flesh. All of them lost as if the earth itself had opened up and swallowed them whole. Only their tools remained, rusty and partially buried in the moss. Each one carried within them the echoes of their own despair, their hopes and dreams, their fears and regrets. Do not disturb the tranquility of the swamp, for it is a delicate thing. If you seek only to exploit or destroy, you will not find peace here. Beware the whispers that beckon you closer, for they are the siren's call of my deceit. If you hear my voice, turn back at once, for there is no escape from the grasp of the swamp beast. These emotions, too, became part of my being, fueling my existence and twisting my form into a grotesque parody of the creatures that inhabit this realm. Local reports tell of strange patterns. Animals flee the area, bird sounds disappear, even insects fall silent, as if the swamp itself is holding its breath. But I am more than the sum of my parts. I am a sentient being, a guardian of the natural order, a harbinger of retribution. It is said that my breath carries the scent of wet iron and old blood, and those who meet my gaze in the murky depths are met not with their own reflection, but with an abyss that stares back, judging their very essence. Footprints are often found leading down to the water, but never out. And what about the trappers who return? They speak in riddles. Eyes open, voices stuck. Some never speak again. One carved a single word into the wall of his cabin. Before disappearing, reflected. Perhaps the monster isn't a creature at all. Perhaps it's the consequence, a dark echo of every man who dared to believe the earth owed him victory. I am the swamp beast. You may have heard my name spoken in hushed tones, around flickering campfires, or read about me in weathered journals hidden in musty attics. My origins are lost to the mists of time, a swirling miasma of myth and macabre. Some say I am the vengeful spirit of Nebzuthra, a monster born of betrayal, a spirit forged from every soul that died in rage on a cursed land. They say my breath smells of wet iron and old blood. My eyes, if you see them, do not reflect your face, but your intention. Before maps were invented, before guns, before humans called themselves conquerors of nature, native elders whispered of Nezut, a monster born of betrayal, a spirit forged from every soul that died in rage on a cursed land. When the pale-skinned men arrived, claiming the land as their own, they brought with them greed and destruction. In the solitude of the swamp, I dwell amidst the gnarled cypress knees and the haunting melodies of the bullfrogs. As the years passed, more souls came to the swamp, soldiers and settlers, all seeking to tame the wild heart of the wilderness. In the darkest depths of the swamp, I lurk, watching, waiting, my senses attuned to the slightest disturbance in the stillness. Some speak of me as a monster, a mere beast, devoid of intellect, driven solely by primal urges. Now, listen closely, for I will tell you a secret, one that has been whispered through generations of swamp dwellers, a warning carried on the wind, a plea to respect the balance of nature. If you venture into my domain, do so with reverence and humility. If you encounter me, know that your fate hangs in the balance.